Hello, Little Hawks. Mr. Bacon here, coming to you during advisory time this week with a message about some important expectations around the building. We're going to do it this way instead of having our grade level meetings where we all come to the auditorium because the auditorium is not quite ready yet. It's getting new carpet. So we're going to do it via video. All right, Little Hawks, I hope you've had a great start to the school year. I've been very impressed with our student body so far and hoping that this is just an awesome first full week of school for everybody. Remember, our goal this year is to have an epic school year. EPIC, an acronym for Every Person Impacts Culture. That means every one of us in this building, every teacher, every student, every administrator, everybody is in it together. Every single person has the opportunity each day to impact the culture of this building. What are we all about? What does City High stand for? How does it feel in this building? That's up to all of us as a school family, contributing in a positive way each day, doing things that build up a positive culture, and we can all contribute to that every day. So help us make City High epic this year. All right, everybody. Quick challenge for you. Honor roll every trimester. I want to just plant this seed. Setting goals is a very good thing. And I think it would be a good idea for you to set a goal for yourself to earn the honor roll every trimester of this school year. Honor roll means you have a grade point average of 3.0 or better at the end of each try. It's not easy to do, but with hard work, you can do it. And if you are getting honor roll every trimester, grades of 3.0 or better, you are putting yourself in an outstanding position for life after high school in terms of doors being open to you. So my challenge to you with our brand new school year is set a goal, monitor how you're doing, keep checking your grades, staying on top of things with the goal of finishing each trimester with a 3.0 or better. Yes, you can. All right, what we're going to do now is go through some key expectation type things that you just need to go over at the beginning of the year. These are the things that are so important for us to have an outstanding school year and for you to be successful here at City High. So first, we're going to talk about attendance. This is so incredibly important because obviously you cannot succeed at a high level if you're not here. So we want everybody on time, every class, every day, right on time. That is a big one here at City High, and that starts with first hour. First hour, of course, begins at 8:50 a.m. And that means that when that bell rings, you should be in the classroom, in your seat, ready to go. Not in the parking lot running up to school, not running down the hallway, not still in the bathroom, but in the classroom, ready to go. 8:50 a.m. And you got to plan for this because if you cut it close, it's going to be a challenge. Our neighborhood, we have traffic congestion. It can get pretty hectic out there in the morning. You can get stuck in traffic and then you're late for school. So plan ahead. What I would suggest is shoot for arriving here at 8:30 a.m. and plan accordingly. If you're getting into the building at 8:30, you can absolutely be in your class ready to go at 8:50. This was an issue last year and we need to do better. So I'm asking every single one of you to make it a priority to be in your classrooms ready to go at 8:50, and that means you've got to start that morning routine just a little earlier to make that happen, and that's important. Attendance at City High, we're tracking it in a couple of different ways. We have a system that we call 369, and that means that our attendance tracking team is monitoring uncommunicated absences where parents have not called it in and you just missed a class. If that happens 3 times, you can expect to be called in to our space area and parents informed and the situation documented. If it happens that you've missed a class in that manner 6 times, you'll be called in again, and again, notification to parents and working on the problem. It would happen again at 9 times, and this would be our final warning in terms of communication home to parent. If you miss a class in that way a 10th time, that class will be dropped, it will be withdrawn, and you would not earn credit for that course. So it's just so important that you're getting to class each day and that you are earning your credit to keep you on track for graduation. Remember, if you don't earn credit in a class, you just have to redo it, especially if it's one of those graduation requirements. You'd have to redo it on credit recovery, or which could be summer school, or retake the class altogether. And it's better just to get it right the first time. So make sure you're getting to class each day. It's very, very important. But that's how our 369 situation works, leading up to ultimately being withdrawn if you continue to miss that class. Don't let that happen to you. Get to class every day on time. Do your best and earn credit staying on target for graduation. Also, the state of Iowa has passed some new legislation this year about attendance tracking. The state is having schools monitor what's called chronic absenteeism. Chronic absenteeism is when a student misses 10% or more of the school year. So over the course of a 180-day school year, that would be 18 days. If you break that down by trimesters, 6 absences in a tri would be 10% or chronically absent. If you are chronically absent and you've missed school 6 times, the county attorney now has to be made aware, and if it would happen 9 times, there has to be a meeting where steps are taken to try to remedy the problem. So again, those are things where we don't want to have to go there. The best thing to do is just be in class every day on time. It's very important, and it's being watched closely this year. Okay, in terms of getting to class on time, remember that the doors shut and lock after the bell rings. So if you are late, you have to go to one of the tardy stations to check in and get a pass. There's one located in the main foyer and one located right up above that on the 2nd floor. Miss Rita and Mr. Chuck Johnson will be running the show at those tardy stations. So if you're ever late to a class, you have to check in, get a pass, and then go present to class. Miss Scudder tracks that, and if you are tardy 4 times, she will have a meeting with you, notify parents, and there will be some consequences put in place. So we are tracking it when you're late to class. The best thing to do, again, is just be on time each day. That is so incredibly important. All right, shifting gears into just sort of our behavior, big picture things, and this is common sense and not an issue for the vast majority of Little Hawks who are so far, mature and no issues. But it's important still to go over this at the beginning of the year so everybody is on the same page. We have a couple real non-negotiables here. The first we'll focus on is any type of fighting or physical altercations has no place here at our great high school. That cannot happen. It is a suspendable offense. If there is an altercation, that would be a 5-day suspension the first time it happens, and then we come back and really try to support you and make sure it never happens again. But if it does happen again, then students need to know that's an automatic 6 weeks minimum in the district's online program. And that's a district policy. So if you'd have 2 altercations in a school year, you would be placed in the district's online program for a period of time. That 6 weeks is a significant amount of time. So again, let's not let that happen. Let's make sure we are solving any issues that come up in a mature manner, like a young adult, knowing that there's always help and support if you need to talk something through with somebody. Much better to do that ahead of time before something bad happens. So any type of altercation is a non-negotiable, cannot happen here on this campus at any time. I should add to that, the old videotaping, if there ever is a situation that occurs, and hopefully not, but if those students that pull out their phones and want to tape that is also a suspendable offense in our school district. And if we see that that's happening, that would be punished with a suspension, because that's just not the right way to handle it. We want students that are going to try to help us, not detract. Remember, every person impacts culture, so how are you going to impact culture in a positive way? All right, the next non-negotiable for us would be controlled substances. So any type of alcohol or drug infraction, whether that's during the school day or at a school event, such as a game or a dance. Obviously, alcohol and drugs is just not something that could ever mix with our high school, and that is a suspendable offense. The first time, 5 days, and then increasing consequences if that would continue to be a pattern. So make sure you're being smart, being responsible, and doing the right thing. Okay, let's see here. Let's focus in on bullying and harassment. This is a safe place for everybody. I want all Little Hawks to treat each other with kindness and respect, and we want a supportive environment where we are all helping each other, not hurting each other. So any type of bullying and harassment situation where there's negative behavior directed at someone is unacceptable here at City High. If you're ever going through something like that, please know there's lots of adults here to help and get involved. We want to help and support you, and this includes in-person stuff and also cyber stuff. Remember, any type of cyber bullying or cruelty that's going on with social media or what have you, even if that's happening outside of school, if that's having a negative impact on a student during the school day, that's something where school has an obligation to get involved and try to help. So be sure to speak up if you ever need assistance, and we want to make sure that here at City High we are a learning environment that accepts everybody and that is kind to everybody, and we're not dealing with any type of bullying and harassment situations, which we will not tolerate here at the school that leads. Cell phones, hopefully you've gone over this in your classroom, but please know, don't be mad at your teacher. You can be mad at yours truly. It's just your education here is too valuable to waste. And if you are spending time on your phone in the middle of class, then you're not getting the world-class education that we want you to have here at City High. So we want you to be locked in and engaged in our classrooms. So if class will begin with your teacher saying secure your devices, secure your phone. That means you need to put it away. We'd love to see it in your backpack, just totally put away. Some students even put it in the pocket. Some students even put it in the pocket when they walk in the classroom, just so they're not tempted. And so that's a suggestion for you. A good idea to try. But the bottom line is, once the teacher has given that direction to secure the device, if it comes out, they're going to have you put it in that wall pocket that's hanging in the classroom on the wall. And you can get it back at the end of the class. No harm, no foul, no big deal. If you would refuse that direction, then that's when a hall monitor would need to come and get you. We'll get your parents called and keep track of that and figure out what to do from there. If that becomes a pattern, you probably won't be able to have your phone here at all. So the best thing to do is just keep it away. If it does come out, not the end of the world, but if your teacher tells you, hey, go put that in the wall pocket, then just be cool about that and go do it, and it's all good. If that happens, you can get it right back at the end of class. All right, Little Hawks, in terms of, we want you also to know that you're never alone here. It's natural and normal for a high school student to go through issues at some point in time, and we want you to know that if you ever need someone to talk to or you need some help, there's lots of help available here at City High. And so you can come to any one of your teachers, your guidance counselor. We have 2 student family advocates. We have the Nest, our mental health classroom on the 3rd floor. Any administrator can help you get connected with the right support as well. So please know that if you are ever feeling sad or down or anxious or scared or mad and you need somebody to talk to, you are not alone when you are a Little Hawk. And when you're here at City High, we can make sure we get you with the right help and support. And there really is lots of it, and it's natural and it's normal, and we want to help you if you're ever going through a challenging time. So please make sure that you speak up if you need somebody to talk to, and we'll get you with the right support system here at City High. Finally, I just want to say have an awesome year. This is such a special time in your life, high school. We want you to have an amazing experience. Get active and involved. Try something new this year. You're going to get out of your high school experience what you put into it. So if you put your heart into this place, you're willing to work real hard, you're willing to try something new, I think you're going to have an amazing experience this year. I wish you all the best for this school year, and I'm very proud to be your principal, and it's important to me to always be here for you. So let's go Hawks, everybody! Here at City High, the school that leads.